Hi there. So this morning I was looking out the back window and I saw a crow. And I thought, it'd be interesting. Maybe I could try painting a crow or a raven or something and making it a little colorful, something I'm not used to doing. So I went to Unsplash and I found this adorable picture. I don't know if it's a crow or a raven. I could probably figure it out if I Googled what they each look like. But I'm not gonna. It's a crow. We're gonna call it a crow. I quickly sketched it out. The head and beak look a little crazy, but that's okay because I think it's gonna be fine. So I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna start by I'm gonna wet the crow, and then I'm gonna drop in some colors and see what happens. And if it doesn't turn out, then who cares? At least I tried, you know? I've never really, well, that's not true. I have painted black animals, for example, black dogs, and I've used blue as the shadows or the highlights actually on a black, and it was really pretty. So I thought, well, it can't be that much different than that. So here we go. Now I need to remember to not be afraid to use a lot of color. I am using Core watercolor paints because I wanted to see them flow like that because I really love that. So that was Phthalo Blue, and this is Quin Magenta. I did not rinse the Phthalo Blue out, so it's mixing into a lovely purple. Now, if I don't like how it turns out, I can always put some gouache over it, or maybe some pencil or something like that. I don't really know. I'm just kind of rolling with it. I'm now going to rinse out that mix and just get the Quin Magenta because I really want that. Yeah, I want that. Got a little messy there with that little leg. It's okay. That's pretty already. There's a lot of paint on that beak. Kind of wanted to get it down a little bit. I don't like that bump. There we go. A lot of paint on that tail too. I'm going to drop in some phthalo green as well because I want to use that elsewhere. Maybe. I might need to use that to make a dark So I want to go ahead and put some in now. I should have done it in the beginning, but it's okay. I think that'll work. Okay, I'm gonna let it dry. I'll be right back. Okay, now that it's dry, I think I'm gonna put in a light background. I'm not really sure which color yet, but I'm gonna wet. I didn't really think this one out very thoroughly, so we'll see what we get. All right, I think I'll do a little bit of green toned down. I just don't want it stark. Wow, it's dry already. I probably should have done this first. But again, I didn't think it through. I just jumped into it. It's interesting. Okay, let's see. Okay, that works. Now I'm going to dry that. I really like what's happening here. It's pretty. Okay, so now I want to mix up a dark, as close to a black as I can get. Let's get a scrap piece of paper. I always keep scraps handy for this purpose. Okay, so we've got Quin Magenta, Phthalo Blue, Phthalo Green. That's pretty dark. That's pretty dark. Let's try that. Okay, I'm going to start by doing down here. There's wings. And underneath those wings, it's a shadow. And then it goes down like there are tail feathers, and then there are other feathers on top of them. It goes under those. And then it just kind of fades out. So let's see how that looks once it dries. Okay, and then I'm going to need to mix up more because I never mix up enough. Okay, and then around the beak, and then down the neck, there's some dark. And there's an eyeball right kind of here. It kind of goes around that. And it's darker in here. I'm going to wet it and then, or put the paint down and then just blend it out. Just a lightly damp brush. It's just a little too damp, but not too bad. Okay, then I need a little bit more dark up here. Oh shoot, I touched the eye. That's okay. I don't love it from where I wet right here, but I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. Phew, this is hard. It's hard. Okay, so I've got some feathers here. Just kind of negative painting around the feather to show shadows. Whew, this is difficult. And there's little ones. And then these are like tiny feathers. So I'm just gonna splay my bristles and dab. Same as the top of the head. A little bit of texture. Wowza. Okay, and then got some feathers down here. So here's like a center line. And we've got some feathers on that center line coming down. And then they're coming this way. And then there's like another layer of them coming like here, all the way down. And then down here too. Okay. Don't love it, but that's okay. I was experimenting. I wasn't sure what I was going to think about this. So I'm going to go to the beak and put the dark in the beak. And then there's like a little piece right here that comes out. Okay, I'm going to do the legs, which I'm just going to be simple with. Okay, I think it needs some love. I don't love all of these feathers. Let's see, I'm gonna add a little more dark to it. kind of wiping out those feathers I don't like. There's still a hint of them, but not a lot of detail. And I think I like that better. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of shadow under it to see if I like that. And dry it. Okay, gouache time. Let's see here. This is Holbein Artist's Gouache dried down a plate. And I'm just going to see how it looks if I add a little bit here and there. So on the beak, okay, and then the top of the head. And then around the eye. And down the back of the neck. So it's kind of getting the hint at feathers that I wanted without being feathers. You know what I mean? What do I mean? Well, I like that. Just mixing it a little bit with the colors on my palette. Is it working? I don't know. I like it more now. It's not what I pictured in my mind, but sometimes they don't turn into what you picture in your mind. So I'm gonna give myself a little bit of grace there. going to dry it. Okay, I want the beak to be a little bit more blue. There is one stray, there we go, one stray strand there. I like that better. I love gouache. I love it. I think it's so cool. I think that makes it look like it's smiling, so I don't know if I love that. I think I'm gonna go over that. A little bit of a dark. There we go. Okay. I think I'm going to put some down here, just to be consistent. Oh yeah, I like that. Because while this is in shadow, it's not as in shadow as right underneath of those feathers. Right. Let's put a little bit of that dark in the eye. And then I'm gonna get, actually straight from the tube, just a little dab for the highlight on the eye. Which I need to dry that first. Do a little. Yeah. Okay, the legs are leaving little to be desired. So let's see what they do with gouache. A lot of water. It's too much water. There we go. And the shadow is not great, so okay. Let's see. I like it. It's not at all what I thought I was going to get from this, but I do like it. I really do. Kind of want a little bit more of that pink. Here. just not pink enough. There we go. Maybe a little bit of pink here too. Ooh, yeah. Oh, cool. Okay, let's see. Let's take off the tape. Oof, I think I'm pulling off the cover. Well, that's pretty. It's not what I thought it was going to be, but I like it. All right, well, let me know. Let me know what you think. Have you ever tried doing a dark bird that's kind of shiny before? Did you get successful results? Did you have to pull out and turn it to mixed media? Did you use gouache? Did you use watercolor? You know, what did you use? Did you enjoy it? Let me know what you think of this crow raven. And thank you for joining me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.